What is up guys, Thunder Studios here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers, earthspark, Terran, hashtag, and Jawbreaker. So let's get into it. Quickly taking a look at the boxes here, you can see the character renders, and then on the side, more things. And then we have a little preview of the alt mode there, and it just continues the front render on this side. So we are going to be starting off with Jawbreaker. And yeah, he just looks fantastic, like ripped straight out of the show. Because most, I wouldn't say modern, but like most of the newer earthspark toys actually like look so accurate and are actually really fun toys in general. Like this one, not so much, but like hashtag is really like fun to like flip through because they don't have that much like engineering. I wouldn't say that, but they don't have much steps to do, so it's a bit more easier. Yeah, the details on this guy, like the sculpting here, and I do really like how long the arms are in comparison to like the body and the legs. Looks pretty accurate. His accessories, he does have two guns. You can just peg them on the side, or you can push them in his hands, but I don't think they look as good in there. And he also has his tail as like a whip thing, just like pretty much any other like beast former or like transformer that turns into an animal. He has his tail as a weapon. Yeah, he's pretty intricate, and for his articulation, he's got a ball joint at the head, and it sort of can go the 360. Only when you get it just right. But then his arms, full 360, they hinge up, bicep rotation, elbow bend on a ratchet, so I don't know exactly why. It is a bit odd. Unfortunately, no wrist rotation, but they are budget toys. What do you really expect? But no waist rotation, and this counts for either of them. They don't really have any form of waist rotation. It kind of sucks, but legs kick up that far. Sort of thigh rotation, pretty deep knee bend, and ankle pivot, which is pretty cool. So you can get him into some pretty cool poses and stuff. Like just the base one here. Like you sort of can, but they are very restrictive when it comes to posing. Okay, we've already gone through his weapons and stuff and articulation. So let's just start off with his transformation. So you just rotate your head back here and fold on the dinosaur head. I'm not exactly sure what dinosaur this is, but let me know in the comments. I know, I'm pretty sure it was in some of the Jurassic World movies, but I think maybe Parasaurolophus or something like that, but it's like the dinosaur that has a hard head. You take off all the accessories for now, and once you have done that, you just take the arms, this, and then fold them in half like this, and just rotate the claws like this. And once you've done that, you take the arms, like the shoulder pieces, rotate them back. And once you've done that, you take the legs and the entire lower waist joint, and you fold that up here. And once you've done that, you take the legs, bend them into the knee, and just slot them in. So here, just some slots there. They don't really tab in anywhere, but once you do that, you just take the shoulder. There should be a couple of pegs there. You just peg it in. Yeah, and yeah, there's pegs there. Like so. And once you have done that, you just take the arms and just peg them into these. And just take these parts, just rotate them here. Keep them straight and just rotate these back. And once you have done that, just take the dinosaur arms and fold them out. once you have done that, it doesn't really look the best, but that's why you gotta have the tail. Just rotate this down and then you peg it in here. And once you have added the tail, it does look a bit better, but yeah, this guy kinda sucks. Like, especially his alt mode. I mean, it does look like this in the show, but it's just a bit like off. I think it might be like too wide, or like, I don't know, like the feet, they don't really look like feet. Yeah, and he does sort of have a bit of trouble standing up. But yeah, he really doesn't look the best. As for his guns, you just peg them onto the shoulders, like so. And yeah, it's quite a large alt mode, but that's mainly due to the arms becoming the legs. And yeah, he has the same amount of articulation, and he's got a opening mouth. So yeah, and he has arms on a ball joint. But yeah, this is probably his weakest mode, and the transformation wasn't enjoyable. But on the other hand, let's take a look at hashtag now, which is probably the better of the two in my opinion. Still not as good as Soundwave. He was like the best earthspark video. If you haven't already, check out my review. But yeah, I'm excited for Cosmos when it comes out, see how good he is. And I have spotted Cyberglow Megatron, so let me know if you want to see a review of him. So yeah, she just has a ball joint at the head. It's kind of restrictive because of her ponytail and the back of the car. Some like shoulder hinges that are very loose, but yeah, arms that can go back. Ball jointed elbow, no wrist rotation. She just has a sort of like hinge up. That's mainly due to the transformation. No waist joint, unfortunately, but guys can like rotate inwards. So, and thigh rotation, knee bend, that's pretty good, and ball joints for the ankles. And yeah, my ball joints are really loose, so yeah, if you don't have her standing right, she could just topple over. For her accessories, she just comes with a pistol, which you kind of need for transformation. And this pickaxe thingy, I'm not sure if she had it in the show, can't remember, but it looks alright. But yeah, you can also have her holding it like a crossbow, but I don't think that looks the best. So I'm probably just gonna keep it with the pistol. As for details, I do really like the light blue, like all the light blue colors that she has. But I would have preferred if the windows were black, a bit more accurate to the box and stuff. And I do really like the nice like lighter gold paint for the wheels and inside here. But yeah, the head sculpt is pretty good, but I wish they used like some sort of transparent plastic to get her eyes in, because they don't, I don't know, it kind of looks a bit like, well, zombie-ish, but like a bit weird without the eyes poking through. But yeah, barely any kibble, pretty slim, but like, especially for like a female transformer. Yeah. So I think this is like the more better of the two. It's definitely more fun to play about with and yeah, just mess about with. But I think Soundwave is definitely the funnest. And she came in like with Soundwave in the same wave, so if you can find her, probably you'd have a good chance of finding Soundwave. They're probably like the best earthspark toys that you should get. Like if you're not really a fan of earthspark, you just get like hashtag and Soundwave, because they're really, really fun. Just starting off with the transformation here, just take off the thing here, just rotate up the shoulders, and take this part, fold that, and then fold in the hands, to like lock it in, like so. And once you've done that, just rotate the arms back, like so. And once you have done that, just make sure everything pegs in. Then take the backpack, lift that up, like this, and take the feet, rotate the ankles, push that in. Once you have done that, you just take everything folded up and just keep this out of the way for now. You move these a bit forward here, and just split the feet and just peg everything in. And yeah, it doesn't really like to stay fully tabbed in once you do that. And there's also a peg on the forearms that the feet slot into. So once you've done that, you should start looking like this, and then you also peg the back of it together. Once you've done that, you take out this part from the top of it, and this slot here is where you take the gun. It has like a little tab on the top. You just plug it in there, and once you've done that, just push everything down. There should be 2 tabs here that you just lock everything in, and once you have done that, you just take the front grill and slide everything on. It's a pretty quick transformation and very fun. And for the other weapon storage, you just add the hook there. So yeah, pretty fun in my opinion, and she rolls pretty well with these only being on mushroom pegs. And she looks really, really good too. Like, especially like the camo, it is like a bit like thin on the top. I'm pretty sure that's how it was in the show. But yeah, especially for like a budget transformer and like a budget line, this is really, really good and fun. Like definitely you should get this. Jawbreaker, not so much. It's alright. But size comparisons, Jawbreaker is just the robot mode, like literally just swiveled about, whereas hashtag really compresses like everywhere. You can sort of see that here. But she's definitely worth the pickup. Jawbreaker, not so much. It's up to you if you want to get the entire cast. But yeah, that's going to be it for my review today. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out some of my other content, and follow my Instagram. It's Thunder Studios 13. Yeah, peace.